floor to the boardroom. Let your light shine, shine. Skill Weed Academy, it's your time. Oh, 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 Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skill Weed Academy, break down the walls. In the heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skill Weed Academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential.
Thank you, Abu.
Seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skill Weed Academy, it's your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skill Weed Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the board.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining. We're going to kick off in the next 1 minute. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you all. Thank you. Let's give everybody else another 1 minute and we'll get started. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all for joining. It's going to be an exciting one. Give everybody else another 1 minute and we'll get started. It's your show today. Let's just have some fun, learn a few things together, and just get the ball rolling. As always, in our community, we like to find out what part of the world you are joining from. If you don't mind, let's just go ahead and type. What part of the world are you joining from? Dallas, Texas, in the house. Let's go. Let's see what part of the world you're joining in from. Let's go. Okay, Maryland, UK. What part of the world are you joining from? Let's go, folks. Thank you all. And don't forget to like us real quick. Jam the like button also. Let's go. Okay, let's see what part of the world we are joining in from. Feel free to type. London in the house. Thank you, Tav. All right, New York in the house. Aubrey, Texas in the house. Thank you. Girl, you deserve better than that. I like that. Thank you, Peter in the house. Thank you, Tab in the house. All right, let's see what part of the world you're joining in from. If you don't mind, just feel free. All right, Dallas, Texas in the house. ADM in the house. New York. Boston in the house. Mine in the house. What's up, Boston? Awesome. Love it. Love it. All right. Let's see. What part of the world are we joining in from real quick? Let's see. Feel free. Let's see what part of the world. Oh, Houston in the house. Allow in the house. Thank you, Wally. Florida in the house. Let's go, Bryce. Thank you. Thank you, Florida. All right. All right. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We kick off in a minute. Houston in the house. Thank you. Just Excel. I love that name. That's a good tag name there. All right. Let's see. All right. All right. Toronto in the house. Thank you. Soji in the house. Mr. Stanley, brother. How are you, brother? In the house. Stanley in the house. Awesome. All right. All right. Thank you for taking the time to join. As always, we like to get a bit fancy. I'll do a countdown. Then we get started real quick. Let's do a countdown and let the show begin. welcome on board, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with us as always. It's always a delight to hang out in the Skill with community. Thank you, everybody. The next 30 minutes will make it as eventful as possible. A lot of you are on this call because somebody invited you or you're part of our community already. You want to know a little bit about the old cyber GRC, you know, information. People referred you, you've read so much. And one of the things we are very effective in doing here is we are transparent in our community here. We'll tell you the way it is, we'll tell you what we can achieve together and what are the potential roadblocks we can have as a community in general. So we are very, very transparent here. So the way this program is designed and the world of cyber is, let's be straight, folks. Everybody in the world know that one of the biggest risk everywhere in the world today, before there is any major issue, is going to be cyber threats, right? If there's a war right now, the first front line of attack is typically cyber. Bring down grid, bring down infrastructure. So every country, every company, private, public, is genuinely concerned. So it's a big deal. It's a big threat. Now, I know what you're thinking also. You're also thinking, hey, dude, there's so much drumbeat of AI. Is AI going to take over this space? All right. I'm forced to admit with you, the same valid concern you have is what we have as professionals also that, okay, wait a minute, with all this AI talking point, are we going to be able to survive? Really? What's going to be the hope for us too, right? I can say in good faith that for the technical side of work, AI agents are being built and they can easily replace most of those technical folks. Let's be honest, really. Now, I know what you're thinking. If you're a technical guy, I say, well, nobody's going to replace me because I know some AI. Yes, but some of your operation will be replaced by AI agents. That's the reality. I go to AI conference a lot. Some of you do the same thing. And agents are the big ones in 2025. Those are the big buzzwords, meaning I can deploy agents to do what you and I do with minimal cost every year and with virtually no cost compared to what a human would be that would need insurance. So the space we cover is the governance, risk, and compliance angle. Now, this area is not your typical technical side. It is more business strategy side of things in cybersecurity in general. So you hear things like risk assessment, data security, data privacy, different compliance, different regulation. Amazing, amazing stuff. Everything we do is strictly designed for hands-on. And today I'll be quick, show you some few things, and I'll let some of our past alumni to just give you quick insights. Then we wrap it up so that you can have value for your time also. Okay. So we'll keep it straight to the point and we keep the ball rolling. And if you don't mind, please just jam like button so that we can have more people join the conversation right now. All right, cool. So let's quickly jump into it and feel free, please like us and type your questions as needed. And as some of you know, in our community, we always like to know what part of the world you're logging in from. So just keep that going. Also, let's see where you're logging in from. And we can always just show everybody who is on and just have fun with that. That is awesome. All right, Oklahoma in the house. Thank you, T. Thank you, Timmy. Awesome. Atlanta in the house. I can see Pat from Georgia. Thank you. Thank you. Just keep it going. Keep it coming. Thank you, boy. All right. I can see Baker. I can see Fred. A lot of great, wonderful people. All right. Let's keep coming. I'll keep showing you guys as you log in also. Thank you all. All right. Let's quickly jump into this real quick. I'll be very quick. And this is the schedule. This is one of the most biggest question you guys ask. What's the schedule like? And I'll show you real quick. April 26th is the kickoff date. It's Saturdays, Sundays, and on Wednesdays. So on Saturdays and Sundays, it's typically 2 to 5 p.m. Central Time. And on Wednesdays, it's typically 8 to 10 p.m. on Central Time in the evening also. All right. So the duration of the program is typically within 6 weeks. The seventh week would be mostly when you're doing your interview preparation and all that. We have 3 sessions in a week, cumulatively of close to 45 different sessions out there. Some of them are recorded, but most of the things we do would be very hands-on in real time. Again, this is a snapshot of the schedule again, real quick. Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. And all I'm quickly showing are the typical question most of us have asked, and I just aggregated them. let's jump into the curriculum itself. Okay. Now, the curriculum will cover a lot of things around risk management. How do you manage risk? I know what you're thinking. Some of us are not IT people on paper, but let's face it, our world has changed. Gone are the days you tell me you're not an IT person, because if I visit you at home, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, can you give me your network ID? Guess what? My parents are close to 80, and guess what? They use Uber. They log into their own network, right? So really, are you not an IT person? I think we're all IT. The system, the ecosystem has forced us into being all savvy in basic of IT. Now, the foundational risk is going to be similar at the smaller scale. Of course, in big organization enterprises, it is different a little bit, but the foundation is still the same thing. The fact that you need to protect your home network is the same fact I have to protect the enterprise network in my company, right? So it's the same thing. Scale it up. If you protect your data at home, I think it's fair to say your corporation should protect the data too, right? It's the same thing. It's virtually the same thing. Just scale it. Okay. So let's talk about a few other things. You'll see us talk about asset management, vulnerability management, event monitoring. Don't stress this if you've never heard of it. No big deal. Asset management means in your house today, we have digital assets. I can guarantee you, you have likely hardware, your phone, your laptop, desktop, server, whatever you have, and you want to make sure it's protected. Those are your assets at home. Vulnerability management is saying, for those assets you have, do you have a plan to scan them? Before I jumped on the call, my antivirus popped up and said it's about to expire. Yes, I can say that's the one scanning tool. It's scanning my device for vulnerabilities potentially, right? Event monitoring, we're saying big organization also analyze the different log. Everything we do, as I'm speaking to you, Zoom, vice versa, is tracking log. Our system log, our audit log, our Windows log, it's tracking log. Those log is what the system analyze. Okay. So we'll do some assessment around that too. We get into identity access management, threat intelligence, incident response. Don't care about all these big fancy words. It's a code word to say before you log in into any system, do we manage our access? Imagine you go to a bank today and all of us can just access everybody's account. I bet you all of us will probably like to access Jeff Bezos' account or anybody else that, you're not going to access a poor man's account, right? You want to go and so because of that, there should be layer of restriction, right? So it's just the same thing. Threat intelligence, how do we track activities going on within our system? Incident response is not a function of if there's going to be an incident, it's when, right? There's going to be an incident, definitely. So the question is, how do we respond? So we're going to get into that details in the program also. We're going to talk about general framework, guide on how to make sure we are aligned with the best practice in organization. Again, don't stress any of this. The goal is just to be able to execute and do this job. One of the beautiful things we pride ourselves in is, and some of our folks will speak to you in a bit, is your ability to get to a project setting, real life work, and it's similar to what you've done in our program because we've built the resilience and the stamina to make you function in real life, which is awesome to us. Policy building, you'll see us build policy in the program. We're going to work on disaster recovery, business continuity plan, business impact assessment, analysis within the program also. We're going to get into third party risk management. So you guys will build CPRM programs, you would identify gaps in it. It's a lot of fun stuff, really. For some of you would ask, what the heck does that mean? We're saying for every organization today, they have third party vendors. They have people that are working on behalf of your organization. But guess what? If there's a data breach, you're still liable, right? Because of that, it means we're not playing games. The regulators will come after you and the consumers will come after you if there's a breach. So because of that, we need to make sure whoever is working with us, they also follow the right due diligence. So we get into that too. Privacy is a big one. You guys will cover amazing areas in privacy: GDPR, PIPEDA, California privacy law, PCI DSAs, IPA. All of these are part of the program. Believe it or not, we're going to do assessment in each of these areas also. So a lot of fun stuff around that. We get into some maturity model. We're going to use CMMC 2.0 in the military defense space. ITROS, we're going to get into SOC 2 Type 2. So it's a lot of activities along different um, models also in general. We get into some emerging technology and trend. The big one is AI. So we're going to analyze and assess AI model also, meaning most business today, they use the local version of RAG ChatGPT in the organization, right? So they still need to do assessment on how it's built. So you're going to do an assessment on those large language model also. It's part of our program. Then secure development, software development lifecycle, SDLC. You're going to go through that also, and that simply means how secure is the way you're building your models, your softwares, your web application, mobile application. All of those processes will be covered also. We're going to get into critical infrastructure, believe it or not. My role, I used to be head of delivery of a global consulting firm in OT, operation technology. So your refinery, your water system, your grid, your plants, your power grid, transportation, that was, those are core areas that are specialized area. Insider risk is another one, meaning how do we make sure we protect insider risk within your organization? That's a big one also. And we're going to do assessment around that too. We're going to also learn a GRC tool solution called Risk Rhino. They are partners with in our community at Skillwith. Now, um, the big players are tools like Archer, ServiceNow. Now, GRC solution is Risk Rhino is similar to them. They are not as big as them, but the good thing about most of those tools is if you can use one, you can always replicate and use the other one. So it's quite easy. Um, so I mean, at the end of the day, one of the things we pride ourselves is in your ability to execute. That's the key thing. So let me just quickly jump in. Frequently asked question, most of you ask. Please, thank you all for joining. For those just joining, don't forget to share, real quick, if you don't mind. And along the line, you'll see me also share some information that we think would be useful to you. For some of you, you've asked, okay, what are the areas we support? Resume, the testimony, then we have these lions. Then I just share those three links. Feel free to take a look at them and just embrace those. Those are some very good things you can use for your personal use. So I'll be sharing that as we continue. But let's talk about the frequently asked questions real quick. All right. So let's quickly jump into that. Some popular things most of you have asked that we've answered. Do we need experience to get into this field? Quite honest, the truth is that no, no. I mean, what does that mean? Meaning we have a plan and strategy for that. Simply, we have some classes we will tell you to take. If you go to our Skillwith community, we have like three different classes that are free. It's a good foundation class. Take them and go to our YouTube page. For those of you that don't know, just go to Skillwith, type Skillwith on YouTube. We have tons of information you can use to leverage and build yourself really. So take advantage of that. So no experience required. All right. So the other common question is, do we have resources? A lot of resources. And I think, you know what, let me just quickly share so that you can just see it in real time. And if you have questions, feel free to ask those questions also. But let me share my screen for a second so that you can see what some of those look like. All right. Let's see if I can quickly find that. We go to academy.skillway.com. All right. So I will share this real quick so you can just, if you have no experience at all and you want to get some of those training, just go to academy.skillway. A lot of free good stuff out there, and for those of you that don't know, we have an internship coming up this Thursday. It's free. Make sure you register for it. It's amazing. It's for FFIEC. It's for those of us in the financial sector. I'll tell you, one of our folks here, she got a job that's the role they gave her to work on. So these are three good free classes you can take advantage of, to give you some basic foundation, highly reviewed. You can see it's we've had this very, very good foundation. So take advantage of it, okay? All right. Another one I would like you to take advantage of for sure is go to the skillway.com page. For those of you that don't know about this, it's just an amazing resource you can leverage big time. And if you come here, go to the resource page here. There's a resume review. We have a team dedicated that helps you to review resume. You can post your resume that you can, even if you are not part of our community, they can just give you some feedback. You can use that. Go to our resources page. This is a ton of amazing resource for you all. I know you can Google, use ChatGPT, but this has streamlined all your stress really from experienced professionals that would really guide you. So we've streamlined a lot of things. AI model, security fundamental. Just go there, pick materials that will be very useful to you. Just don't waste your time. These are good stuff. Anyway, so just take note of that. All right, let's go back to the slide. Just want to call that out so you know you have tons of resources at your disposal to use at any point in time. All right, so we have a lot of free resources you can use. Now, what about if you miss a class? Not a big deal at all. Don't stress it. All our sessions are recorded. We have an amazing learning management system, so don't stress that part at all. The investment is 8.99 for the class. There's option payment plan option also for the program. Our access is granted for typically a year. You can always ask for extension. We've never denied anyone. There's flexible payment, like we said. There's a firm option also for the payment side of things. And some of you have asked me about that. Let me just show you real quick what that looks like also, so that is it's easy to just flow with that without any confusion. And this is what it looks like in simple terms for those of you that have asked me this question. You just go to, all right, let me share it again. Stop sharing. Let's share it again. It's quite easy, not a big deal at all. So you just come to the site, go to academy.skillwith, and once you get to the site, this is the program, April 26th. Now, this is the most popular question. People ask the payment plan, what it looks like. This is it. Just click on this arrow here. It will show you that option here twice or three. You have the option. Then there's a coupon code going around. I think you can also take advantage of. If it's a one time, it's a shorter, you get better discount versus payment plan. So I think that's the difference there. So that answers that popular question we always get also. All right, let's get back to the other frequently asked questions you all have asked. Okay, course curriculum overview. I've already done that, but this is a snapshot of it. It's very comprehensive, and you'll see a few of our folks talk real quick. What about mentoring? Believe it or not, all the folks I will talk to you this evening, they are part of our group. We have a group, we mentor each other. So let's say, God's willing, you get a job tomorrow. Immediately, we put you in this group. We start working together. If you have questions, we support each other, really. And that's the whole idea. Now, employment prospect, the way I look at it, a lot of people ask me, job, 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 which is our goal ultimately. It's a function of many things. We have to be aggressive, we have to be focused. When we finish our program, we recommend immediately apply aggressively. We're not going to apply to one job a day. We push you to say, let's get it to ramp it up to like, you know, 20 jobs a day for the next 2 weeks consistently. So we are very aggressive. And the rule of thumb for us is if you look at the job description, if it has over 50% of what we've taught in class, just apply. Don't worry about the title, just apply. Go ahead. Do we support with resume? I just showed you guys how we support. So we support with resume. Mock interview preparation, I would like to show you all this one. Now, for most of you that might ask me mock interview, in case you don't know about us, you are new to our community, I'll recommend quickly look at this. We have if you go to our YouTube page, I'll recommend you do that too. Our YouTube page, we have a segment called The Lion's Den. If you don't know about our YouTube page, let me just quickly show you guys real quick. It's pretty awesome, guys, ladies. Just go to type Skillwith. Okay, Skillwith. You'll see a lot of stuff. Lion's Den comes up. So you see us here. Now, it's a large group. We have about 69,000 worldwide. And you can see here there's something called Lion's Den. Everybody should be part of it or not. some of our guys would agree with you. We binge it a lot. You see a lot of our guys when you have an interview coming, we just movie binge it. So people just sit down and just watch it so many times before their interview. So just to give you some pointers on what you can do and strategy around it. So we do help a lot around that. So potential career salary range. Most of the jobs we've seen, to be honest. Again, I'm not here to tell you what you should take. Everybody has their goal. But most of our team is six digits. 90% of our team. You know, even though I always say start with 90 to 110, right? That range. But most of the jobs, not we don't determine it, it's the industry, right? So most of the jobs are six digits. So that's a good thing. No shortcut, still put the work. Community support, we have a solid support group within ourselves. So we're not one of those folks that you're done, we just leave you. I mean, we support you not because I like you or we like you. No, it's nothing about like. It's our self-interest. It makes sense to support each other, right? To grow, because at the end of the day, if we don't, it's not just good for even business, really. There's no incentive for you not to be successful. So it makes good business sense to support. So for us, it's an easy yes, nothing to worry about. We give you certificate of completion. Also, you can use it digitally, put it on your LinkedIn profile. Internship opportunity, there's one coming up on Thursday. Everybody on the call, make sure you go and register for that internship right now. It's amazing, believe it or not. This is somebody's full job as at a few weeks ago. You know, that was what the person's role and job is. That okay, you're helping us to um, do assessment around FFIEC. So if you guys look at the website here, just go to the FFIC internship here. Make sure you go register now. I'm going to send it to the link again to the group real quick. Just go ahead and uh, oh, somebody said the link you shared is not opening. Okay, sorry about that. I'll send all the link combined and send it to the group after this call so you guys can see all the link. If you guys agree with that, just give me thumbs up. But I think that might be easier in case you can't open the link here. All right. Job placement opportunity. What we do here is that we also have a group that supports a token. If you don't have time, some people don't have time after a program like this, and they just want someone to help them apply. We have a team that does that. I don't recommend it if you have the time. Only do it if you know you absolutely have no time. And I know that happens at times because some of us are taking care of family. It's urgent at times. You're doing other job to support yourself. So genuinely, you don't have the time. I'd rather have you outsource that stress. At least we have a better chance than not applying. 100% of not applying is zero, right? So I would rather take a chance on applying a little bit. Okay. Um, Now, one thing I would say to you, don't call us and tell us, can we do interview for you? Nobody does that here. That's not our community. This is the wrong place for stuff like that. We don't do stuff like that. But we are confident with your preparation in the Lions Den. Come to the Lions Den, listen to the Lions Den. We stand a good chance. So we don't, nobody should, don't even bring stuff like that. It doesn't look good on you too. No IT background required. Just be hungry. We need hunger. The way you run is determined by what's chasing you. So be very aggressively hungry. Don't be passive. It's your career, right? We are not of the illusion that anything is automatic. It's hard work. We got to put the work. If you are not willing to put the work and discipline, don't touch it. You got to put work. There's no shortcut. But the beautiful thing is that when we do, we see success. So that's the beautiful thing about it. From other field, we've seen people in medical field, transportation, new to workforce. Every one of you, it's not a big deal. We are there to support. We'll guide you on the certification part of CompTIA Security Plus also. So a combination of having the paper certification and the actual technical background to execute GRC will support you along that line. So our resources, I think I've shared with you all. We have tons of resources, including resources to help you with interview um, prep. So I'll put it together in one um, text and forward it to our group after the call. Okay. Free knowledge base. We have a lot of free courses which I've showed you all how to get there. Our YouTube channel I showed you already. We also have a beautiful thing going on. Once you register for the internship, download our mobile application. Okay, we have a mobile app. It's amazing. Very, very intuitive mobile app. Download it. It's much more friendly to use. So download the mobile app. I would also include the link to the mobile application also. So, all right, let's quickly, let's say we're almost done. So I can bring our folks here. You have lifetime access to the calls at any point. Typically, we iterate it after 1 year. So just let us know, hey, renew my access. That's it. The system then will just automatically renew it again. So you have access anytime. All right, let's say, yeah, we support you anytime. Just ping us on WhatsApp. We have a team dedicated to support you. We have the mentorship side of it. This is our platform compared to other platform. We are always there to support. More importantly, to make sure ultimately you can get a job. Our interaction is amazing. The value we bring, one of the biggest things we pride ourselves in is the collaboration, live session, study group. So we're not just posting video for you to watch. You interact in project simulated environment. We gamify our process also. We work together a lot. And I can measure your success. So every week you get a mail to let you know, hey, you're 10%, 20%. So really we hold each other accountable. Hold us accountable that we are teaching you relevant things. We do the same thing. It's not a game, right? So hold us accountable, rightfully so. We'll do the same thing, then we stand a chance together. That's the goal at the end of the day. All right. Our audience are global. You can tell from folks joining all over. We are everywhere, really. North America, Europe, Asia, Africa, everywhere, really. Middle East. So we are honored to have people all over the world. Just put the work. It's universal. Hard work is universal, and we stand a chance together. Time zone, yeah, we use US Central Time Zone, then just convert it to your local time zone, and that should be fine. And we record all the sessions anyway, so not a big deal. So, are you ready to start your journey? Let's make this impactful. Let's see some general questions I've seen. Does this role require meetings? Sometimes, yes. So, we do mock interview. We support when you get a job. How soon can we get a job? This is a very big question people ask. Now, we are not of the illusion anything is automatic. What I've seen is that with focus and dedication and discipline, consistency, and you're applying all the time, not quitting. I've seen stories of 2 weeks, I've seen 4 months, I've seen 6 months, I've seen 9 months, I've seen different stories. So it depends on how aggressive and how much we are not giving up. But remember, all it takes is one job. Let's get one, don't quit. And the good thing is that, believe it, people doing this are not as smart as you. Don't even go there. A lot of people just took a chance. That's the reality of it. All right. Payment option we talked about. This is where you just select those the slide to make the payment there. What rules can I apply for? These are some rules. Some of our ladies and guys have gotten opportunities in the past, and I'll share this slide also after the call later. All right, so that's really the gist of it. Let's talk to some of our amazing alumni. And man, my folks are awesome. A lot of them showed up. Oh, you guys are awesome. Okay, let's start with Olaide in the house. Thank you, sis. All right, let's go to you, sis. All right, I just submitted you, sis.
Um, Good evening, everybody.
Sorry, I caught you off guard.
Yeah,
Ah,
I was a little bit distracted. Um, yeah, I was in the last class, and interestingly enough, I got a job before the end of the class. The class ended on the 26th. I got my offer on the 24th, and I resumed on March 10th. So today is like 35 days on my new job. So yeah, my experience, I shared this in the last class, and I'll just encourage everybody to induce urgency. It's very, very important. You have to want the job. Like in my case, I wanted the job so badly. I lost my job about the time, like I think 3 days after we started the class. So there was urgency in
mm,
my own case. So um, there's a lot of resources on the learning management system. There were times I had to go ahead of the class just to watch the videos. That was
love it.
my case, and I don't recommend that, but I was very desperate. So at the time, so yeah, I'll just advise anybody, just focus, There's a lot of resources. Um, just focus and just watch all those videos. Then the Lions Den is very, very helpful. Not just about GRC knowledge. You're gonna see other people. I mean, watching other people interview kind of it gives you an idea of what to expect. And then also it will expose some of your own deficiencies to you when you see them in other people. So you know what to work on. So beyond the technical knowledge that you're going to learn from interviews, the communication thing too, you're going to learn it. You're going to, I mean, if you know that you use a lot of fillers, if you know it's just going to help. Lions Den really, really helped me. I started watching Lions Den even before I started the class. So I'll just
Awesome.
encourage everybody. There are
Thank
so
you.
many resources. Take advantage, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so
And
much, sis. I'm so proud of
yeah,
you.
thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so much. Thank you. And
Bye.
thank you so much. I appreciate it, sis. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's take one of our other folks. Henry in the house. Thank you, Henry. Hi, Henry.
Hello, guys. Good evening, everyone. I'm just gonna talk about two things here, right? So, I want to echo what the other lady said. She said, you just need to be dedicated." So, I was a member of this class. Sometime I was a member of the last class, and you guys had the opportunity to come to information section. Me, I didn't have that opportunity. I just stumbled into it. And what Akin told me was that he said, "I'll just give you a courtesy access to the class. And if it's something that you like, you can go ahead with it. If not, you're free to leave." So I got into the first class, then I got stuck there. I said, "I'm not leaving." Right? So I stayed. I followed all the programs. And one thing I have to echo here is that you have to be dedicated towards the study. You're going to learn a lot here. You're going to get a lot of information that you're going to need. But how aggressive you are in gaining, converting those knowledge to something you can use determines how fast you get a job. For my case, I got a job pretty much just the same week that I was leaving the class. The class was for 6 weeks. Can you imagine somebody who doesn't have an experience, who has never been in the IT sector, but came to a class for 6 weeks and got a job, right? So that tells you how much preparation that you take out of this class. But again, you have to put in the work. Just like the last speaker, I went ahead of the program. The only thing I didn't do was marking it complete because I don't want to be, I don't want it to show that I'm going ahead. But I went ahead of the programs. I was watching videos. I was reading through all the tests, all the practical scenario-based questions that we have. And now this is the trick. Those scenario-based activities is all you need when the time comes for interview. Let me just give you this trick. Those scenarios that you have there is what you need when the time comes for interview. Don't worry, you will get to know all those better. Now, do you need an experience? No, you don't. I haven't been in an IT field before. I was a banker. Then 6 weeks. Can you imagine? 6 weeks was just enough for me to break in, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that if it's about the information you're going to get it here. If it's about the things that you need to go out there and get a job, you're going to get it here. But how soon you get a job is a function of how much effort you put. And I like what he said when somebody asked the question, how soon can we get a job? He said that is dependent on you, right? So I was very aggressive. And you also had the last speaker that said she was very aggressive too. So that is your responsibility. But what you need to become that aggressive, I'm guaranteeing you your best. I want you guys to take this very serious. I'm not asking you to join, but if you do that, you're doing it for yourself. And it's something that you will never, never, never regret. End of the class before you start applying. I didn't wait till the end of the class. I started like when I saw the resources we have on the platform, I said, no, no, I don't have to wait. Then I started applying because I know if I get an interview, I know where to come to. And they also prepare you, like the Lions Den that he talked about. I watched a lot of those videos from Lions Den, right? So I don't want to take too much of your time because there are other guys who wants to talk about this, but I'm a life testimony. So I'm not like somebody who just they brought to come and talk. I'm a life testimony, and everything I'm saying to you, it's exactly how it is. So I wish you
Thank
guys
you,
all the
brother.
best, and I
Thank
want
you,
you
Harry.
guys to.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. All right, let's do it. Hey, Evelyn, let's go.
Okay, hi everyone, and good evening. I'm not going to take too much of your time tonight because a lot of my colleagues have said a lot of similar activities or experiences that I had. But I took Mr. Atkins' class last January, and by May, I got my job, my first role as the third party risk analyst. Um, I'll say this: you can take the best class ever, but if you don't put in the work that you require after that class to read, to learn, to go back and look over the materials, then you might not get what you want out of it, right? One thing I really took away with Mr. Atkins' class is the use of AI too. That really helped me in my journey. It's like even when I had my interviews, I would take the job descriptions and all of that. So he teaches you the work, but he also teaches you how to navigate, whether it's interviewing. You have the Lions Den. It's like how to be sharp, just a sharper person, while you're hustling to get that, position to get this career started. So it's all about what you put in. But my first role or my career before this was a Scrum Master, right? So I didn't know a lot about cybersecurity or information security. So I was very clueless with some things that didn't make sense. So even before I started the class, I did his free, if you don't know, he has like a free course on intro to like I can't remember the name, but it's like an introductory class that teaches you, okay, what is a cloud? What is LAN? What is WAN? So those little things I learned. And then going into the class, I felt even more confident. So it just made me a better candidate for, whatever interview that I was going to be taking. So I would recommend him any day in a heartbeat. I don't have any reservations. It's what you put in. He will do his part. You have an interview, he'll schedule the Lions Den for you. Even after you get your job, he's there to support you in different ways, right? Where we have like our own team that support each other and everything. So it's not like you get the job and then you're just abandoned and in the ocean by yourself. I know that a lot of people are worried about that because imagine not knowing anything about, technology, and then you get a job and then you're wondering, is anyone going to help me? So I feel like it's a very well-rounded course that is very rich in information, and it's just the best decision that I've made, like as far as my career goes in the last 1 year. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Evelyn. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Oh man, I have a lot of my folks. Oh man, apology, folks. We might not get everybody in. Oh, Chuck, please go ahead, bro. We are blessed. We have an amazing, vibrant war room where we support each other. So when we have information session, we just, hey guys, hey, we have information session. Who wants to join? And my folks are just awesome. All right, go ahead, Chuck. You're on mute, brother. Okay. Let's get Abu. Okay, go ahead, Chuck.
Oh, sorry. I'm new. Henry just invited me.
No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Abu. All right. We'll save Abu for the last. Go ahead, Abu.
Hey guys, good evening. My name is Abu, as Aki said, right? Um, I won't talk too much because almost everybody they've said everything. I just want to let you know that you are on the right place, right? You're on the right place, but it involves a lot of work. You have to dedicate yourself. You have to do a lot of work. Myself, I got a job because the reason why we're all here is because we want to get a job, right? In my own time, I got a job a week after the class. Sorry, a week, 2 weeks after the class, not a week. A week after the class, sorry. I'm right, sorry guys. I got a job a week after the class because I got a job the same week with one of my classmate, Paul. And it wasn't coincidence that we both got a job at the same time. And the reason is within every class, myself and Paul were always the one leading our team. Aki, I don't know if Aki still do that, separate us into different teams, right? And I was one of the last people that joined the class. In fact, I was the last person. And then when Paul saw me and Aki was looking for what team to add me to, Paul was like, I need this guy. And then Paul grabbed me so fast, right? And it was just me and Paul in our team leading all the assignment, leading all the hands-on exercise, leading all the tabletop exercise. And do you think it's coincident that we both get a job first? So my biggest advice to everybody is participate in every hands-on experience. Whenever you guys are put in a group, guys, say something, contribute. Even if what you're saying doesn't make sense, at least you will learn from that, right? Bring everything you got, contribute everything you can do. Don't just keep quiet when you guys are separated into a group, because the truth of the matter is that all those assignments you'll be doing in your group is what you'll be doing in the job. That is the experience. That is, you're going to get 5 years experience in is it 6 weeks? Is it 6 weeks? Or you're going to get 5 years experience in 6 weeks? That's a crash course. It's not a joke. You have to give it your all. Of course, we were all busy. I was also busy too. I got to feed my family. I have a wife and kid, and I'm the only one working. And I have to, because I know this, my life depend on this. And hey, today I'm happy, and I think that's just it. And then if you need any help, this community is always there to help you. There's always people, even people that just got a job, right? When they have a project, they don't know how to go about it, they ask questions and they always get help. And the last one is, so far I have recommended 3 people to this class, and all 3 of them they've gotten a job. Like maximum 3 months after the class. Aki, there was this person that just got a job. I'm sure you never know. I brought her, the BB
Oh,
lady.
really? Yeah.
Lady,
Oh,
BB lady is
yeah,
Ugoni's.
yeah, really. Wow.
Yeah. Ugo, which is Peter, got a job. BB also got a job. Because when she saw that, man, we did this thing, we got a job. So it's not a coincidence that I got a job, and everybody that came from me also got a job. Because the same thing I told them is the same thing I'm telling you guys. Is there's no shortcut. I must be
Yeah.
realistic. There's no shortcut. You go read,
And
oh,
yeah.
you go read,
And
oh.
just to let you all know, Abu
Yeah.
also has a service that it supports people, well, help with resume and mentor. So I'll send this information to the larger group at some point too. Or Abu, do you have it handy now to share?
Um, I, I'll check.
Okay, no worries. We
So
can send
yeah,
it.
so
Okay.
doing Aki classes, preparing for my interview, I now acquire a skill. I'm now helping people to prepare people for interview one-on-one to get a job.
Yeah,
So just imagine, just after Aki class, I'm now, and seriously, everybody have prepared for interview. They've all gotten a job. Like,
that's
I'm
awesome.
not blabbing,
That's
but
awesome.
I don't do interview for people. I just guide you, right? You go read though,
Yeah.
prepare yourself. Oh, there's no shortcut about this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
There's no shortcut. That's it.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. And folks, I mean, believe it or not, all our folks here, they are professional. They are the best the world has to offer. They are seasoned. So none of us believe we didn't nudge anybody that okay, say nice things about us. No, this is just people's real life story, their experience, and we are thankful for all the good things happening in their own life too, as professionals. And so honestly, that's all we got. I know we have a few questions. If you don't mind, please like and jam the like button. I'm going to share more information consolidated together. Take advantage of all these tons of resources we have. Register for the class, but there's so much, man. Believe it or not, we have a team of about 12 people dedicated to serve our community. That's all they do. So sometimes you might think, we are so efficient, we have so much. No, we have a lot of people supporting all around the world. So all the materials, all the templates, everything you're seeing is a product of. So we are very intentional, very thoughtful. So take advantage of it. Everyone have said the same thing. The thing is consistent. You got to put the work. Zero shortcut. Don't play games. If you are not committed, don't touch it. Don't do it now. Because it will not work. But if you are committed, we stand a chance together. So that one I'll tell you, okay? But more importantly, thank you so much for calling. It's amazing. Please like the button, and I will also go ahead and also share again. For some of you that are interested in, we have a reading club. Sometimes, you want to read and have people to mentor you mentally. We've sent the link also for our reading club. For those of us that are interested in legacy building, investment in land, we also have a sister company. We like to share it now. It's called Land Zeal. And I'll share it with us because I think it's important also. At the end of the day, we put all these tons of resources together. We want to make sure our community is also knowledgeable about what's happening out there today. So, meaning, it's not just we put so much work and effort and nothing to show for it. So now we also say, okay, this is what's out there. This is our sister company, Landzeo. Feel free, play around it, see what it's about. Go to the resource page. It's a lot of tons of resources there on the power of land in the US, the strategic land leasing. This is so important. Just play around it. Let me send a link to you. Play around it. And if it strikes your attention, you can ping me one on one and I can put you in a group to learn more about it. But it's so profound, really. Read all the books there. It's good for the family to build wealth for the younger ones over time. So make sure you take advantage of it too. I'll send that link to the group also if you guys want to join it. But that's all we got for tonight. Thank you all for showing up. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you in the class. Let's make this a magical 2025. God bless, and we'll talk soon. Take care, everybody. Let's enjoy our flagship program before you bounce. Make sure you register for the internship. It would expose you to our style. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Take care. Thank you, Goblin, Henry, Chuck, Olaide. Thank you all. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Please, before you go, like us.
The energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day.